Welcome to my channel, a new video, a new story. Subscribe to the channel, put the like, and let's go. There was a girl named Sarah, a young girl in her 20s, who decided to start a new stage in her life by moving to a new city to pursue her university studies. She searched for an apartment to live in that would be close to the university for easy access, and she actually found an ideal apartment in terms of location and price. But there was something strange she noticed. The apartment was much cheaper than she expected for an area close to the university. She agreed with the apartment owner and presented him with the contract, but when she asked him about the reason behind the low price, he did not give her a clear answer, and the apartment owner was taciturn and squinty-eyed. On the first day she moved into the apartment, Sarah packed her belongings and started organizing her things. She felt comfortable because the apartment was very comfortable and convenient. At 9 p.m., she prepared dinner and called her mother to tell her that she had arrived safely and in good condition. After this call, she decided to go to sleep to be ready for her first day at university. But around 12 o'clock after midnight, Sarah experienced a huge shock. "I heard a strange sound coming from the kitchen, the sound of something moving violently." She quickly got out of bed and went to the kitchen and started looking for the cause of the noise. At first, she thought it might be bad winds or even animals in the apartment. Then she returned to her room because she found nothing. But when the sound repeated, she became extremely nervous and thought there was someone else in the apartment. She searched for her mobile phone to call the police, but noticed that she had left it in the kitchen after her call to her mother. Sarah faces a crossroads. She decided to stay put and act more cautiously. She closed the door to her room tightly and hid under the bed, amidst an atmosphere of fear and tension. In those magical moments of silence, I heard the glass breaking in the kitchen window. Things became more dangerous and scary. Sarah decided she had to call the police on the cell phone she had left in the kitchen by the window, but she didn't know how to reach it. She began to feel isolated and afraid, and did not know what to do. After a few moments of terrifying silence, steps began to move towards the door. Sarah decided to stay under the bed and not make any noise, but instead chose silence. At that time, I heard someone knocking hard on the door. Then silence came again. The atmosphere of tension and fear reached its peak, and I heard a terrifying sound of someone trying to break through the door. He started banging on the door again and again forcefully, trying to get into the apartment. Sarah began to feel hopeless and unable to control the situation. Then he broke the door. I saw the feet of a man standing at the door making a snoring sound. He entered the room and remained standing without moving amidst Sarah's confusion. Then he climbed onto the bed and slept on it. Sarah did not know what to do in this situation, and after a quarter of an hour she decided that she would not wait any longer. So I decided to get out from under the bed quietly and not look back. So I started to go out slowly, then I got up and started walking with faint steps until I was outside the room, and I continued like this until I reached the stairs and started going down little by little. Then I went to the kitchen to get the phone, and I found it broken, so I decided to get out the apartment as quickly as possible, and the moment she left the kitchen, she found him coming down the stairs. At this critical moment, Sarah decided that she would not give up easily. Instead of opening the door, she silently retreated into the kitchen. She searched the kitchen for anything that could be used, and at the same time, she heard footsteps approaching the kitchen with a snoring sound. The mysterious person discovered that Sarah was not in the hall, and began searching for her. Sarah was feeling afraid and anxious, but she remained calm and ready to defend herself. The moment the person approached Sarah, she quickly inserted the knife into his chest. The person was shocked and let out a painful scream, and Sarah ran away from him towards the main door. At this moment, he pulled the knife from his chest and threw it towards the door, then pushed her towards the stairs, so she got up and went upstairs. I went to the bathroom and closed the door. The mysterious person went upstairs and reached the bathroom door. So he smashed it with the axe and went to Sarah, hitting her hand and cutting it off. Then he hit her on the head, then cut her in half. After the mysterious, horrific incident of Sarah not going to university or her phone being out of coverage for several days, her mother finally decided to go to the police to report her disappearance. The police opened an intensive investigation into this strange and mysterious case. During the investigation, it turns out that the apartment Sarah rented had a dark history. It was discovered that it was part of an old palace that was rumored to be haunted and was called the Cursed Palace. Historical records have been found indicating strange incidents and similar disappearances have occurred in this palace throughout the ages. The police began searching for Sarah in the apartment. They found her in the bathroom in a terrible condition. They searched for the owner of the apartment, but did not find him. They discovered that he had died 3 years ago in a mysterious way. The neighbors were interrogated. They said that they heard sounds coming from the apartment every day after midnight. There was no conclusive evidence that anyone was involved in Sarah's disappearance. A paranormal investigation expert was called in to help police explain what happened. During the investigation process, the expert began to discover strange things related to the apartment and what happened there. Use special tools to inspect and look for any signs of paranormal presence. Sarah's mother, as well as the police, were confused about how Sarah had rented the apartment, when its owner had died 3 years ago, and why she was killed on her first day. They did not reach a solution, so they closed the apartment and prevented anyone from approaching it. The story ended with Sarah's fate remaining a mystery, and no solution to this mystery was found. The police cooperated with the relevant authorities and made increased efforts to find out what happened to her and why she was killed, but things remain mysterious and strange.